Can the Hump Day Compromise save the Tampa Bay Bucs Super Bowl or bust season? Tom Brady now has Wednesdays off, and though these things are officially known as maintenance days for certain veterans, everyone assumes this isn't just about Tom's 45-year-old body. It was little more than tabloid fodder at first, but you know how these things work in the media, especially the modern form. The whispered concerns about Tom Brady and wife Gisele Bundchen are now in full song, practically a Broadway spectacular. The college game, college football knows what it wants, but can it get there? Royal treatment, the Queen's passing sends the sports world scrambling to make it about us. Ken Willis the bubbling moved to a soft boil when Gisele told Elle Magazine about the sacrifices she's made, setting aside her supermodel chores to be there for the kids and for Tom's NFL career. "I've done my part," she told Elle. Good thing she didn't marry Aaron Rodgers. Cheese, curds, and Schlitz don't pair well with a runway career. Speaking of Rodgers, whose own off-field life is sometimes interesting, he'll be reduced to a supporting actor role Sunday when his Packers come south for the Bucs' first home game of 2022. Until the snap, at least, he'll be an afterthought. How long before a Fox camera takes aim at the Brady family suite so we can do a head count? If this past Sunday is indicative of what's ahead this year, let's hope these free Wednesdays are enough to calm the marital seas. It was a very frustrated and angry Tom Brady in New Orleans. Another Microsoft tablet was sacrificed. F-bombs were screamed toward the Superdome ceiling. He came a little too close to a physical altercation with Saints defensive back Marshon Lattimore. Lattimore's face-to-face with Brady drew a shove from Bucs running back Leonard Fournette and then a de-cleating broadside from Bucs receiver Mike Evans, who suddenly morphed into Brady's Marty McSorley, ask your nearest hockey fan. Evans drew a one-game suspension, and along with Julio Jones, knee, and Chris Godwin, hammy, questionable for Sunday, Brady might have to get creative with the passing game. Eventually, all of that football stuff will be dealt with and the game will become the main event. Not for the Elle Magazine and Page 6 crowd, but for the rest of us. It's all a shame in many ways. From a fan's selfish perspective, regardless of your rooting interest, wouldn't you love to see Brady continue testing the boundaries and see just how long he can perform at this level? We thought 45 was crazy talk, but now he's 45 and slinging it. We'll probably never know, since the current climate suggests this is definitely his final season. A lot of us would love to see just how much shelf life is in Brady's legs and right arm. But a lot of us, call it a hunch, probably never needed to appease a supermodel wife. The weekly ranking of Florida's 7 big league football programs, based on results versus expectations, current trends, and tips from Beano Cook's former mailman. FSU, 3-0 Boston College at home. Big league college football players can no longer be called amateurs. Also, gambling is legal everywhere this side of Mitt Romney's den. Yet FSU doesn't have to give an honest update on QB Jordan Travis' ankle injury. Won't matter this week, probably. Seminoles 26, Eagles 13. Copyright the Associated Press. Will FSU quarterback Jordan Travis play Saturday? Miami, 2-1 Middle Tennessee at home. Last week was a very bad week to visit College Station, Texas. For completely different reasons, you can kinda see this one coming. 2, Canes 52, Blue Raiders 9. Florida, 2-1 at Tennessee. UFUT became a yearly affair in 1990, Steve Spurrier's first year as head Gator. Since that year, 5 of 6 Florida coaches won their first Tennessee game. The only one who didn't, Spurrier, and in the end that turned out okay. So there's that. Vols 30, Gators 19. UCF, 2-1 Georgia Tech at home. UCF occasionally plays down to an opponent's level. There would need to be a lot of scrunching going on for this one to be close. But hey, we've been paying attention to these things. Knights 23, Yellow Jackets 22. Caesars has Purdue favored by 19.5. Sounds about right. Boilermakers 42.5, Owls 23. The boys in research tell me there's no bonus clause in Jeff Scott's contract for moral victories. Last week's oh-so-close in Gainesville simply joins that big crowd in the column below the L. What's worse, Louisville might be a wee bit better than suspected. Cardinals 38, Bulls 24. FIU, 1-1 at Western Kentucky. FIU's football Twitter tells us it's National Football Equipment Managers Week. Also, we're told FIU has the best. Might want to pack some extra pads this week. Hilltoppers 52, Panthers 16. The ranking of Florida's 3 NFL franchises, as we've finally retired the good, bad, and ugly label. Okay, maybe we'll just set it aside for now. It's almost as if the NFL schedulers saw last Sunday coming and decided, let's try to deflate those balloons in Week 3 Tampa Bay, 2-0 Green Bay at home. You know, the Tom and Gisele drama is almost enough to make us forget Aaron Rodgers' current girlfriend is named Blue of Earth, who has been described as a shaman and a medicine woman, and once denied she ever claimed to be a witch. Yep, we almost forgot. Bucs 16, Packers 14. Miami, 2-0 Buffalo at home. Let's not forget, the 2021 Dolphins won 8 of their last 9 games, which means they're 10-1 since last Halloween. But none of those 10 wins came against the certain twice-a-year AFC East behemoth, Bills 34, Dolphins 27. Copyright Julio Cortez, AP Tua Tagovailoa's performance last Sunday in Baltimore was definitely the high-water mark of his Dolphins career. Jacksonville, 1-1 at LA Chargers. You'd think you were dying. Well, Justin Herbert has to play through a fractured rib cartilage. If he can't deal with it, Chase Daniel enters. If he goes down, guess who's pulled from the spare QB drawer? That's right, Easton Stick. Meanwhile, Jags are 3-15 all-time in California, and all 3 of those wins came against the Raiders, who were kicked out of the state for that transgression. Chargers 27, Jags 20. This article originally appeared on the Daytona Beach News Journal, State of Football, the Tom Brady-Gisele Bundchen drama front and center this week in Tampa.